awesome, man. You got a TV show? It's
How
cool.
about that, man? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. Last time I was like at the Laugh Factory.
And you sound the same.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was at the fight. I was at the Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And I almost made a bet.
Yeah.
I almost made a bet that it would go the distance in Mosley's favor. Almost.
Wow.
But I was a little bit afraid. Tell everybody what your bet was, Norm.
I bet Pacquiao to win. 25,000 to win 3,000.
Wait a minute. How is that possible? You put down $25,000.
Yeah.
Maybe lose 25,000 to win 3.
Yeah. But I won 3.
What? Was it that it would a knockout, or what was the actual bet?
It was just that he would win. But I got scared because like I was so happy when Mosley went down, and then all of a sudden he got up. And then I was scared because, you know, one punch can end it at any moment, you know?
Yeah.
And no, that's the most money I ever put on a fight. And also, I don't know nothing about boxing.
What did you go by, the commercials or his karaoke singing, or? How did you pick Pacquiao?
Well, usually I kind of went against my instincts on this one because usually I pick the bigger, blacker guy. But in this instance, you know, I met him, Pacquiao, and he seemed unbeatable.
Yeah, he
you know,
is.
Pound for pound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the other guy weighed more pounds.
Now, have you ever lost? Have you ever been devastated and lost like a big bet?
I've lost everything I own 3 times.
Tapped out?
Yeah. That happened to me 3 times, but since I've gotten control of it since. But one time, man, actually after you lose everything, sometimes you kind of feel good. It's odd. But you feel like clean. You go, hey man, I feel all right, you know? But
my car's gone, my house is gone. You know what, I'm all right. I'm cleansed. I don't have my watch anymore.
But one time I had nothing left, and I went up to my room, and I was like, I walked by the Coca-Cola machine. I love Coca-Cola, you know? Yeah. So I said, I'm going to have a frosty Coca-Cola, you know? But I only had 65 cents to my name, right? And it costs $1. So I hatch this plan. I'll go down to the nickel slots, and I'll make myself $1. So I go down there at my 65 cents. I'm putting in nickels, and it took an hour and a half, and I get up to 95 cents 8 times. And I never broke $1. And then later I thought, I think they would have given me a free drink.
Yeah, right. All you got to do is, you know, cocktails. Yeah.
That's, by the way, how you know you're not good in gambling. When you have a gambling problem is when the guys start giving you things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because pit boss, when you first go, you're like, hey man, the pit boss just offered me some free meat. You know? That's a nice fella, you know? And then you realize he's only doing it because you're a sap. But man, I would go in, I'd bet so much money. At the end of the thing, the guy would be like, you want some meat? Anything to keep me in the casino. Hey, some beef. Hey, want to have sex with my wife? Anything. You know?
Yeah. What about your whole sports show? What sports now you're into sports. I know you love sports.
I love sports, man. I love golf. I know you're a great golfer.
Huge golfer.
Yeah. And I see, you know, I always want to play that Edgewater, you know, that Tahoe thing that you play in. It's so exciting, but I only played one celebrity golf tournament. I suck at golf. And I only played one celebrity course in my life. And, you know, I wasn't such a big celebrity back then. And I showed up. Very peripheral celebrities. It was like me, soap opera people, you know. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I remember we were in the ballroom. This is how you know you're not a celebrity. We're in the ballroom, and a lady comes over the mic and goes, will all celebrities please identify themselves at table 2? All celebrities. So the idea of the golf tournament was they had a guy who pays a lot of money, like a businessman, and he gets to play with a golf pro and a celebrity. So I get there early, you know, and I go up, and they go, there's your businessman, you know. So I go up to the businessman, I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden the businessman says, hey, I wonder who our celebrity is. So then I was humiliated because I'm a bad golfer, I'm ruining his score, and then he's recognizing every other guy, you know? He's like, that's the guy from Police Doctor, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, so I started just making up stuff. I'm like, I know that guy.
So when you were on Saturday Night Live, you made a lot of jokes about O.J. Simpson, like serious, right? Like
yeah,
heavy
I did
duty.
a few, yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever, in real life, have you ever run into him?
Yeah, I met him one time. I was playing golf actually with Cato.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I just like ridiculous people. And so me and Cato went golfing, and then it was surreal. They're like, OJ's on the next tee. So I said, hey, that's cool. Let's like hit into him or something, you know? And then he'll get mad and come at us, and it'll be fun, you know? But Cato wanted to run away. So we ran away.
You never got to meet him?
Never got to meet him. No, we ran for Cato's car and beat a hasty retreat.
Now you opened for Bill Cosby, which a lot of times Bill Cosby never has an opening act.
No.
So it's very rare.
Yeah, and he's my hero. You know, I know you love him.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
And it was amazing. It was the University of Tulsa. It was 100,000 people in this college football stadium. And it was almost impossible to do. I didn't know how to do it. Like I would just went up there and I was like, anyone have an answering machine or whatever? And all you'd hear is like grumble, just people talking. Not that they hated me, they didn't even notice me.
Right, yeah.
And then Cosby was amazing. But afterwards I was talking to Cosby and I was like, you know, I just want to tell you, like when I grew up, my dad and I listened to you on records. You're the first guy I ever heard, and I love you, you know. And it was so important to me when you were young, when I was young. So he's, where does your dad live? And he talks in, he doesn't use full sentences. And where dad live? So I said, he lives in Ottawa. So, you know, he turns to his road manager. He goes, Stan, the man's father lived. And now, what, aren't we doing Ottawa? So Stan says, yeah, he looks, checks, he goes, we're doing Ottawa in August, you know. So he says, give the man his father, we're going to get the number of the man's father, and then we will put him in the front row. Now, afterwards, we will take him back to the back, and we will talk to his father, because his father likes me, and this would be a good thing for the man. So, Stan, now I have to give my father's phone number to Stan. Problem is, my father has been dead 10 years. But I didn't want to say that and ruin the whole mood because he was being such a sweet guy. So I just write down some numbers. Like I write the area code of Ottawa and then 7 random numbers. And I go, here you go. So then like a couple of months go by and I'm doing a thing on the Drew Carey show. I'm doing a guest spot.
Yeah.
Stage manager runs over to me and says, Bill Cosby's on the phone, you know? Which shows you these powerful guys can just find anybody. So I run over to the phone, I answer, he's like, the man that answered the phone says that he is not, and then the other fella and the people, you know? So I'm like, no, that's my father's phone number. I just lie again. So anyways, if Bill Cosby's watching, he's really sweet.
Sports Show with Norm Macdonald airs Tuesdays on Comedy Central. Norm Macdonald.
I love you, guys. Thank you.